Go for gold with Vital Gold, the ultimate A to Z multivitamin and mineral.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's eXpresso right here on SABC3. Now, with Andrea Duplessis, we've been exploring the world of healthy food options, and especially right now, it's pretty relevant because all the kids are going back to school.
That's
and so
right.
mommies and daddies out there and kids want food that'll help them concentrate during those long hours at school, right? But before we do that, I just want to ask, did you see the lemon eating competition?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
There's my trophy.
Wow.
But how healthy is that, eating so many lemons?
Well, I think it's quite harsh on your teeth.
Yeah.
It's rich in vitamin C, so that's a benefit. But I would much rather bite into an orange or a citrusy,
Yeah,
a red pepper,
a red pepper
for my vitamin C.
Okay, but at least I got my vitamin C for the day.
Yes.
Okay. On to the recipe, though. What are we making today?
You know what? We're making bran muffins with apple and walnuts.
Oh, lovely.
And the idea is that mom and children and the whole family can cook this, and it's a lovely activity over the weekend. And you can buy one of these ready mixed bran muffin mix. It works wonderfully, it's convenient.
Yes.
So here we've got that mixed. And then to that you can add your walnuts, which are rich in omega-3.
Aha.
And that's good for memory and concentration.
Yes.
So this is considered a brain food. So it's as simple as sprinkling about half a cup of chopped walnuts in. We also have some flax or linseeds, also rich in omega-3, good for the digestive system.
Yes.
And then of course some of vital sunflower seeds. So there's a lovely seed mix, and with this some apple, so you can mix in lots of apple. Typically if you look at apple muffin recipes, they'll give you a small quantity, but you can see you can add a lot more. And let's add some berries as well. I think kids love berries.
Yes, berries are always cool.
So
And you can add any kind, your blackberries, strawberries, whatever it is you like
that's
to
right,
have in
yeah.
there. Okay, cool.
And the more fruit and nuts and seeds you add, the more nutrients you add.
Yes.
So this is a nice thing for kids' lunch boxes. So like I said, if you bake it over the weekend when everybody has time,
Yes.
you can keep it in the fridge for quite a while.
And the cool thing that we were talking about last time is that I think mommies and daddies out there always want to have food that will last the child longer than the school hours, especially if there's after-school activities or sports, and this is amazing.
Exactly, and you know that with the nuts and seeds added, it lowers the GI, the glycemic index.
Aha.
So that obviously also sustains energy better.
Cool.
So you simply
Scoop.
spoon this into the... Oh, that dis hopeloos te veel die. Excuse me.
Jy gaan nou giant
Ja.
muffins kry wat so lyk. Wat oor die koppies so
I was getting so enthusiastic about that now. But you basically spoon small quantities into your baking tray.
But hopefully
and
when
then-
you're at home making this, you'll also get enthusiastic about it.
But luckily Zola whipped up a few for us before the show. So here we've got ready-made muffins. And you can even sprinkle some berries over just before you bake it. It looks beautiful if it bakes with that at the top.
They're not going to burn?
No.
Oh.
Because they're not that rich in sugar.
Okay.
So, yeah, they'll obviously wilt and they won't look the same.
Yes.
But they sort of bake into the muffin. And you can also sprinkle some nuts over. But, I mean, I generally like them inside.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what I also like about this recipe? The fact that, I mean, lots of kids these days, well, not these days, they've always have been eating lots of sweets. There's, you know, all these cool drinks. And so eating something like this with that's high in fiber is great for the digestive system.
Absolutely.
So-
And, you know, that's the whole thing. You can even go as far as adding chopped chips, which is not the healthiest thing. But if it's going to be a bran muffin with fruit, nuts, and a few chocolate chips, it's a lot better than just the normal chocolate bar, you know?
Okay.
And like I said, this is something that one can snack on over weekends, and also with lunches and lunch boxes at school. If you think about it, a child typically can have some sandwiches, yogurt and fruits in their lunchbox. But sandwiches towards the end of the day, especially if they've got sports afterwards,
Yeah.
get soggy and unpleasant.
This is true,
And
yeah.
this will last a lot longer in the lunchbox, and it's a super healthy meal.
And how about putting some butter, a bit of jam on it for...
Yes, you can do that, but with all the fruit and nuts in, it's quite moist, so you don't really need to. You can snack on it just like that, and you can help yourself there if you don't mind.
Okay, so here's one over here. I'm gonna
Yes.
just
The other
plate
thing
it
is, I'd love people to try this. Instead of butter or margarine, you can cut it open and rather put some cottage cheese and honey on it.
I hate those words when Andrea says, try this. Because it always means I've got to taste something that is potentially
that's a safe
dangerous.
option.
Okay, so well, just kind of cut it open, hey?
Potentially very healthy, excuse me.
Yes, potentially very healthy and potentially very delicious. Okay, so I would take this cheese. This is
That's cottage cheese.
cottage cheese.
Yes.
Marscots.
Marscots, yes.
Marscots and Eastcots. Okay, there we go. All right, so spreading some Marscots.
So that's obviously unflavoured cottage cheese with a sweet muffin.
All right,
And
and
then you can even add some honey if you wanted to, but I doubt if it's necessary because there is some honey in the recipe.
So I'm doing this without the honey.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Nice. I prefer it with honey.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to get a drizzle of the honey
Well,
on because
here-
I'm going to go
here you
totally
go.
overboard. There we go. So I'm basically tasting for the kids as well. Here we go.
And honey is also lower GI, so that's a better sweetener to use in your baking. You've seen.
There we go. But the muffin itself, amazing. Those apples inside are nice and soft.
Yes. And you can add any fruit. You can add bananas, strawberries, any seasonal fruit can be added. And obviously adds to the nutritional content and the flavour.
Brilliant stuff. Always loving your advice. Thank you very much, Andrea.
Pleasure.
And of course, if you have any questions, if you want to share recipes, get recipes, go onto Andrea's Facebook page, Andrea WC, Vital Expert. And mommies, make this for your kids. It's amazing.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.